G'day and welcome back to the Pillars of Ranternity. Last time round we recruited a deer, we got to talk to a corpse for a while, and we found our next major objective, which is to head to Caed Nua and talk to the Old Watcher and find out some more bits and pieces. But instead of doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to do some of the side quests around this area. So we are going to start with the side quest I missed in the previous area. Just takes a little bit of hiking. Actually, no we're not, because I need the ability to climb. So we're going to actually take a quick detour to the Blacksmiths. Call the Blacksmith. He's over here. And I'm really hoping they do not have shop opening hours, because that will be inconvenient. You can change how much metagames information displayed in conversations via the options menu. So if I chat to you, so we've got a couple of backer NPCs, we've got various people here. If I actually, before we talk to anyone and have any chance of feeling guilty about stealing things, I'm just going to steal everything. I didn't actually check to see if any of these counted as theft. You know how it is. Where possible, steal everything. And where you can't, steal some things. Right, now we want to chat to Tautanu. This Almor man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is a dusky hue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. Welcome! You're the first new face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but with fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. Show me what you got for sale. Wait, what happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near a week now, but I haven't seen a sign of it. Have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them, or my workers ran off with the wagons themselves. Maybe, to make a coin. As if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in the villages like this and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. Or, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only go droid for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to His Grace, Lord Radric. Tautanu glances at the nearby guard, and that's as it should be, but it doesn't leave us much for outsiders. We just don't have the iron. I'll find your supplies. Then you have my thanks. You bring those supplies back and I'll have plenty more to offer you. A discount to start. Oh, and if you find my workers, tell them to hurry it up or they can take up farming instead. Okay, that's great. I still want to see your wares. Of course, you wouldn't find any finer elsewhere. So specifically, I don't think I can afford that. So here are some unique items. So we've got a fancy lance. And yeah, we've got the hold wall, which is a really heavy crossbow. Nice, plus 20% attack speed, so despite being really slow, it is less slow than it used to be. And this stiletto, which jolting touch on critical hit once per encounter, nice. That'd be handy. But what I was looking for is anything. Oh, and then here's a nice shield that could be useful to get, and some rings of deflection. Blunting belt is damage reduction. Rope and grappling hook. And I think we have a pry bar. If we don't, you know what? And we'll dump these. And this. And this. Treasure. Sweet. Alrighty.
Just say the word.
So we're going to go back to that previous map. We're going to do something there. We're going to explore. And we're going to kick off a quest. So we head up here. Oh, you can also see our rest bonus. Laborer's resting bonus. So we're more perceptive and we're better with tools. And so come on.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
There we go. As the message goes, and we'll head back to Valewood. So since we didn't leave east, we actually don't get to see Black Meadow. which is the next spot. But we could see on a map where we need to go eventually. So we'll chat with this fella, Nonten.
Well met.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky motions. He looks up at you as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Never mind the woods. There's a strange machine in the ruins up north. What's your hurry? Nonten looks down at the tent, then at his hands. I meant to follow my own advice. Came out here on a hunt. Me and a friend of mine. I thought we'd bring a stag home. Eat something other than bread for once. Came upon a bear instead. Great monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anywhere else. Where'd you find the bear? In a cave, a ways up that way, northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear it took another life. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. Yeah, no, we already had that. Who are you? Name's Nonten. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. Lucky in Pearly, I suppose. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. Nonten's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We're following a stag. Pearly, he saw something in the brambles and we went tearing after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. Alright, see ya. Beasts will take what they will, I suppose. And this time, Galawain's favour fell upon the bear. So this is not the supplies cart. Ah, right. So northwest a ways. Nope.
I shall be discreet.
Right, that's right. We didn't actually go all the way up northwest. Because I knew we didn't actually want to do that. I wanted companions before taking on a bear. It's probably easier as like a druid since you get a built-in animal companion. But otherwise, yeah. Alrighty. Discovered bear cave. Now let's murder a bear, as the saying goes. It's barely a problem.
Hey.
Oh yeah, what I should do is I should look at the formation. Custom formation. I kept doing this by accident last time. Let's see. FF it was. So what we want is we want a deer at the front, and then let's do that formation.
Just say the word.
Okay. So there's our bear. There's a thing we can do. So, here's the plan. You blind it. You smash it in the face. You smash it in the face. I will do this. And you actually just attack.
Say the word.
Oh, wow. Okay. And boom, young bear immediately done. Whew. That was, I guess, a difference between playing on easy and hard. On the grounds that that fight took me a number of attempts previously. Okay. No,
Just
everyone.
Say the word.
Everyone in scouting mode here. Thank you very much.
Found it.
So we'll go here. We'll get this greatsword. So that's pretty good. We'll go here and we'll loot whatever this is. Cave coral, sure. And then we'll loot here. Yeah. Good secret stash. And now let's talk to the soul. Lost spirit. A figure drifts and suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you've been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edge of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and from the weight of the bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you've come a long way from the vale hunting deer. Now you're standing before a cavern. The darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There's a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back toward the exit, towards the light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and there's a sudden terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, and fall. Your thoughts of chaos lance through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. Then there's a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you're thrown back into yourself with seeming resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the spectre lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that he answers for what is done to you. For a moment the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter, until you're alone once more. Vengeance from beyond the grave! So, can I not loot that? Apparently not. Okie dokie. So, let's leave. I like how it also automatically selects your party when you click one of those symbols. Okay, so that's that quest. Well, the start of that quest. Next step is to head down here. This one time in Bandit Camp. We already checked over here. There's nothing of interest. So we head down here. The other thing I should do is I should grab the magic items from the stash. That. Thank you. Automatically sorting out stuff. So increase deflection. That was it. That's right. Okay. So the first bit, I want increased deflection because that's useful. And you are going to actually be in the way a bit. So you get your own cape, and this will go into stash. Use a grappling hook. You give the grappling hook a few swings for momentum and let it fly. The hook lodges easily behind a pile of stones at the upper edge of the wall. A few tugs on the rope suggest it will stay put. Climb to the top of the wall. You make it up with the help of the rope, you make your way up the face of the wall and over the side. Continue. So here we have full Vanos Gloves. There's a series of gloves. Though never as famed as he'd claim, the Valian explorer Fulvano was known as an eccentric who wished to see the world. Where possible, he travelled by foot to gain a local's appreciation for the sights and sounds and smells of the land he passed through. In practice, however, he often claimed that his explorations proved only that the world outside the Valian Republic was a foul, smelly place that paled in comparison to his homeland. These are meant to have belonged to him and provided some protection as he climbed through harsh terrain or maneuvered through forests. While thick enough to provide some comfort, they meant first and foremost to be flexible enough not to hinder delicate tasks. Yep, mine. Wait, this is mine. Scrawled letter. Do not think you'll ever see this, but you're right, Fulvano. We should have journeyed south together and been safer for it. I would tolerate all the gloating in the world if I might live to hear it. I put myself out of reach of the beasts circling below, but I am done for all the same. I do not think I will rise again. Perhaps whoever finds this, pray for me. Perhaps in the next life I shall be a trapper of wolves. Yep, and I'll take them camping supplies and that. And then we'll also take this, and down here. That's it. Right back down. Easy descent. Climb down. Over and out. And we're done. That was already a stash. Yep. Now we leave. So we can head back to the Gilded Vale. Except, take some time. One of the reasons for having athletics on all of these characters is to allow us to not just constantly arrive places and be told, it's nap time. I just don't like having to rest all the damn time. Ooh. We'll just rush up here. So the next quest is the miller's quest. So we look at the map, we go to the mill, and we head up here. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. Muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. First of you drunkards comes through that door, gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, swiner. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbull, and we'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. And now we've got a new task. Against the grain. Investigate the feud. Alright, so first, give me some shrooms. Second, let's go in and chat with the miller. An elven man stands before you. His relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labour. His face is pale and drawn and his eyes wide. Behind him a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life! Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates and lowers the club. Wait, I know you. You just came into town, right? Don't tell me Swain has already got his claws into you. Gods, that's all I need. Let's go with... Though you could use some help. Those people out there seem pretty angry. Really? Trumbull breathes a sigh of relief. Holiest tits, I could use a friendly face. I take it you've heard some part of what that crowd's asking for? Grain, as if it got it all tucked away somewhere. Swine has been egging that lot on for days. They've been keeping it secret so far, but if things keep on like they are, don't know how much longer we've got before things get messy. Please, if you're not here on his part, maybe you could speak to Swiner. He won't listen to me anymore. Just explain we're all getting smaller rations now. We're all making sacrifices. I had some other questions. Who's Swiner? The dwarf, the one standing there spreading lies among the villagers. Bastard's been here for decades, hasn't gotten any kinder with time. So what if we do this? Same thing. Where to begin? Signers wouldn't up into froth, going on about grain stores, claim I've hidden away most of it. All I do with the grain is sell it. I can't grade it out of thin air, and I can't hand it out for free. I pay the farmers for the crops I bring in, and I only sell what comes out of the mill. Most of it goes to the Black Hound on the west side of town for ale. And Swiner and his lot sure don't mind that part. You take a look at the fields on the way into town, crops blighted. Most of what I'm getting through the farmers, it's gone off, rotted through. Can't pay top prices for blighted wheat. I've barely got enough good grain to go around. Swine is hurling about things he has no right to. Seems like a pretty clean story for a messy situation. Trumbull frowns. It's not... He pauses. Look, Swine has always been a rotten bastard. The store's so limited. Maybe I save the good stuff for the people who deserve it. Alpha, for instance. She's expecting a child. Should I let her starve instead? Do the villagers know about the grain supply? Trumbull looks embarrassed. Some, the innkeeper for instance. It's better not to worry anyone. I'll be trading for supply soon enough. If we can just keep things calm until then, we'll be in the clear. The innkeeper? I wouldn't drink the ale, is all I'm saying. Maybe I should go talk with Swiner then. The miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore. But maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it. We'll all have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it if you can convince him. Okie dokie. That is theft. Speaking of stealing from needy people. Not really worth anything. And then these be his family. Actually, let's go chat with him. I'm sure Father can explain better of what's just happened here. Father's a good man. He's always done right by the town. Okay, cool. So that's the next quest. The next side quest. So deal with the grain problem. So because no one goes home, everyone is at their place of work and or business. And or drinking hole. I've discovered something. Wait, really? Okay. That would probably be why, because I'm still in scouting mode. Yeah, deals. And this is one of the reasons why I do actually wander around in scouting mode all the time. At least now you've got a chance of spotting that stuff without being in scouting mode. It used to be literally impossible, and that was so silly. It just means that you spend the whole game walking at slow speed. Like, I can understand it for combat situations or situations where it means something, but here it doesn't.
Good day, stranger.
Don't know who you are and don't much care. Keep walking. We're not here to chat with foreigners. Careful. It looks like they're cut from the same cloth of those rowdies who attacked me. Smells like it too. Trumbull says you've been threatening his family. Oh, I bet he has. All nobility, that Trumbull. 2 big, strong kids. Purest soul in all of Gilded Valley. Dwarf sneers. Cal's been sending out messages to handle his business. Well, you can go and tell him we haven't had a solid meal in days account of him. We can't afford good drink of account of him, but we won't be bullied by some foreigner on account of him. What if I buy you all around? Will you talk to me then? Swiney considers it briefly. He looks up to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and I might be up to feeling... I'll feel up to trading words. Okay. Can I talk to the server?
Good day, stranger.
I'd like to buy a round for the fine fellows over there. Fine fellows you're having me on. And any more fighting I'll have to ban swimming from the inn entirely. Until then, it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Can we skip the payment? It's for a good cause. Oh, no you don't. I've been fooled enough. Giving them a jolly evening's worth of is hardly a good cause. However they convince you, believe me, it's not worth the copper pieces. Okie dokie.
Gods keep you.
So, can I still do that then?
Good day to you.
I brought drinks. Hey, so you have, by the flame. I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of the Blackhound's shit beer. Lost an item, ox beer. God, that's good. Alright then. You got my attention. What is it you gotta say that's worth a round of drinks? Maybe you could tell me more about what's going on. It's like I said, the miller's in charge of grain prices. He says they're fair, but I know for a fact folks like Alfra pay half what we do. And maybe we've been a bit rough with it. But what are we supposed to do? We can't keep paying. We're going to starve. Do you think the Trumble's going to be sorry about it when we do? So... Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against a wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Serena eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep for his mug. Then he sighs. You're right. Things going like they are going to end up hanging from that tree out there. He looks at his comrades. Tell Trumbull we'll leave him be. Party gained 66 experience. Don't know what we'll do now with the crops failing. Haven't got another trade to speak of. Think Paskin needs a hand around the inn. Well, that was actually pretty easy. Worth a pint or 3. That's that. Cool. So we'll talk to Trumbull, finish that off, and then we'll move on to the next bit. I spoke to You're back. Have you had any luck with Shriner? I spoke to Shriner. And what did he say? I've convinced him to leave your family in peace. Why, really? That's great news. I wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of minds with drink half the time. Hey, there we go. I owe you a great debt here. He pulls a coin purse from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earnings to show my appreciation. And you can be sure I'll let everyone know what you've done for me. Glad to help. Now we stand a chance of getting through the year. All thanks to you. Thanks. Safe travels, friend. And so that's helped our reputation in the town. Which, you know, it's pretty good. I do like having a good rep. And now we will go to... whose house? Ingrid Alfra. think Alfro is the one named in the quest. Actually, I'm certain it will be mentioned in the task list. There we go. Vengeance from the Grave. So these are quests and these are tasks. So tasks don't give as much experience. They don't take as long. I like that they both exist. Nonten is somewhere in the town. I see. Let's see. As I recall, should be in one of these houses. Talking to the widow, right? Gimme. Thank you. It's important to take what you can. Okay, now, save and chat. Hey look, it's Nonten! This man and woman appear to have been in deep conversation, working at closing two bulging satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Welcome.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows burrowing with confusion. Do you know this woman, Nonten? Yes, I think we met out in Valewood. I wonder about the bear. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? You two are in really good spirits for someone who just lost a friend. That's unkind of you to say. I'm grieving for my husband in my fashion. I'm only sorry I couldn't convince him to leave Gilded Vale before this happened. I'm relieved to be rid of this terrible place. It's cost me a greater part of my life, and now my husband, and I'm glad to be free of it. Do you seem to be in a hurry? Yes, I imagine so. We're packing for a trip, actually. I've been meaning to visit Defiance Bay and... Well, in truth, I think I've had my fill of this town. While looking at Nonten. Interesting. It's time for some new scenery. I know what really happened in that cave, Nonten. The colour drains from Nonten's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? Inigrid looks to Nonten, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. What would make you such... Nonten shakes his head minutely. You see a trembling in his hands. What would make you do such a thing? Why did you do it? He was your friend. Nonten hesitates and his expression darkens. My friend. He was a cruel enough man to his friends. You didn't know him. You wouldn't defend him if you did. His hand falls to his sword belt. Nonten, wait. Inigrid raises a hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but it isn't what you think. Pearlie, my husband. He was as much a beast as that bear. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expression pained. Nonten, we met, and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start up somewhere else. We've got some coin saved up. You could have it if only you'll let us go. Look. So, if that's the case, if he was abusive, I really wish we got a chance to check his story. But if that's the case and you guys are leaving town, fine. Inigrid blinks, surprised. Then thank you, truly. I'm glad you understand, only here, take this. I hope it brings you luck. She looks at Nonten, smiling. We have a long journey ahead of us. Mine a ring of deflection. Wish you well on your own travel, stranger. We won't forget this. Okay, so that was some XP and everything. It's a ring of deflection, which we're already wearing one at the moment. Why did I not put these gloves on? Sweetest deal. Let's see. So that boosts our deflection a little. That's it, really. But does it increase our accuracy? Nope. What about here? Oh well, whatever. Key thing is we're at 4% harder to hit, and that's pretty good, actually. And now we'll go to Idir. No, Eloth. And give him some deflection. There's no point in doubling up, because these bonuses are typed, so like, it never actually expressly tells you this. But you'll see that no change happens, right? So the deflection is down here. Reflex. Where's deflection? There we go. See? Got 56. Take it off. No change. Put it on Aloth. Give it to him. Should go up. Oh wait. Give it to him. There we go. Done. And that's because he's got 5 from the ring. And we have 5 from our ring, right? But you don't... bonuses are typed. They don't stack. So you can't get them from multiple sources. And now they're gone. We'll ransack their house. And this isn't like something to confirm or deny the story, which...
I'll go on ahead.
Would be nice. And we'll take this. Oh, sweet. Another grappling hook. Just in case that comes up. I mean, because of that early situation, I will carry a grappling hook for the rest of the game. Hoping to use it. Alright, next. What we'll do, it's not listed on the sheet yet, but we're going to go to the... to this house here. And we're going to go talk to... it started with a C. I can't remember her name. But the first companion. We'll go visit her sister. Tell her about the bad news. All attacks are resisted by 1 of 4 defenses. So that's actually one point that's worth noting. Okay. Is, say, for example, this attacks deflection and reflex? Interesting.
How may I help?
And this attacks reflex, sorry. That attacks might, or whatever it's called. Let's do the terrible thing first, because I'm a terrible person. And I love doing this. I love that this makes no sense to me. But hey, apparently no one cares. If we were dealing with real people, it would actually matter more. But there's no permanent consequences, and it's really quite difficult for me to worry about this. A dear wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself, or perhaps to her unborn child. She's clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
Gods keep you.
Well, finally, I was starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise when she turns around and sees you. Oh, sorry. I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? Nice cat. Oh, thank you. She's a sweetheart. Keeps the house clear of mice, too. Who are you expecting? My sister, Kalisha, is traveling with one of the caravans. She sent a letter before she came. She said she was going to pay her way by working as a guard for the caravan master. She was a tough one. Don't suppose you've seen her on the road. Or the caravan, perhaps. It's Master Redeemer's. I was with that caravan. I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Afra covers her mouth with a hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. Yeah, I hate to tell you. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Kalisha was always so certain she could take on any danger. Afra sniffs. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Afra's face crumples, and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Ouch. So, oh wow, that is, no. So, Kalisha mentioned she thought you needed help. Perhaps I can provide some assistance. Afra looks at you with some surprise before dabbing at her nose with her sleeve. That's kind of you to offer, but I don't know if I could impose this on you. It's not a small favour. Afra wipes her eyes. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. I told Kalisha as much as I could, but I know that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Valley has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many mothers, and with Lord Raedric, he's exiled them all, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavour. With my Hathor gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home, too. Oh, wow. This is interesting to see these. I hoped Kalisha could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent a child being hollowborn, but she moved south to Anslug's compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am. I don't have anyone else now with Kalisha gone. More tears run down her face. Please, can you help me? Yeah, sure. I'll find Ranga for you. find that a really weird name, just because Ranger, I don't know, it's my partner's sister had a cat called Ranger. Pretty common term for redhead too. Alfred blinks eyes wide. You will? Oh, God bless you. Here, I'll give you a coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of a... I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Anslick's compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You'll have to cross the wilds to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. She clasps her hands together. Thank you again, truly. You'll be saving us both. She sets her hand on her stomach, smiling through her tears. So yeah, now we've got a new quest. So I guess that's kind of the point. The quests are things that take significantly more time and effort to deal with than tasks. So then I think that's it. So that's also why there's no other named houses here. I don't know that you can even go into them. Yeah, you totally can. Not doing it though. So the next step would be to go east, or to go into the Temple of Aerthus and do that whole quest. That'll give us a bunch of XP and a bunch of levels. In fact, we should at least collect the start of the quest, even if we don't do anything else. So there was someone standing here previously. I don't know. Well, I'll leave it up to... I don't actually know that there'll be time between this session and the next. What I would like to do is I'd like to push to Caed Nua. If we can get Caed Nua faster, then I can start building up Caed Nua, which is the player castle thing. So we'll do that. So we want to head towards there, which means we'll go east. Oh no, we'll want to go south.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And once we've headed along the path to Caed Nua and dealt with that, we will, be in a good spot. So we'll go to Megren's Folk. And next time around, we'll explore a bit of Megren's Folk and continue our way to Caed Nua. Until then, I hope you have a great day. Bye.